Hello, this is Grandma Jan from Red Toad Art Studio, and today I'm going to make a surreal collage using my little people. Now, I've made a couple videos on this, and I will link to them at the end of this video if you want to see those and where I got these. Now, surreal collage. That, for me, is hard to say. Surreal, when I think of surreal, it's easy to think of the word unreal. It's something kind of crazy or that could not really be, like, like a human with wings or an elephant going through the head of a pin. Just something that can't really exist, but we make happen in our collages. And I don't do too many of those. I mean, most of mine maybe could not happen, but I like to do more realistic pictures. So today I'm going to try to do a surreal picture. A small surreal picture using my old book that was damaged by water and using this owl that's in flight and one of my little people. And that's my challenge. Let's see if I can do it. Now, I did go through my little people and find 3 different possibilities of what I could use. My surreal picture is going to be a girl riding on the owl as it's flying. Wouldn't that be fun if you could do that? Might be scary, but it would be fun. So, I'm going to clip my book open, and I think my background should be painted this time. Clip these open here. I think I'll do it about here. And I think my background should just be kind of a brownish, tannish color. And I think so because it's what is the background here. I don't know, but that's what I feel like it should be. So I have gotten out my white craft paint. This one is called Golden Brown. And then for a touch of color, I have my petal pink out. And I have them all on my lid to be used, and I have my brush here. So, let's see what we can do as a background using those 3 colors. I think my white should be a cream color at the very least. I don't want just white. So I'm going to mix my brown in here and get it a little creamy color. And let's get darker as we go to the bottom of the page. Now I'm going to use just a little bit of the rose color in here. Just a tad. And then some darker brown, just a little bit. Just to suggest a background or a landscape that we're going over as we're flying on that beautiful owl. Now, we'll set this aside to dry while we cut out our figures. Now I will need to cut out my owl and decide which girl I'm going to use, which we will do after we cut out my owl. So on to fussy cutting my owl. There is my eagle. Now let's see if my paint is dry so I can see how it will fit on. Oh, it is. He'll have to be on there probably at an angle. I think maybe that angle will be best. And then I want one of my girls writing on him. So let's see what they'll look like. There'll just be part of her body showing behind the head and wing. She'd be back here when she... That doesn't work too well, does it? Let's see what one of the others will do. Reading a book while she's writing with the... She could possibly work. I don't know. I think maybe this one with the hand cut out and the legs cut off, or most of them, would be the best bet. Let's try that. So I do need to fussy cut my girl. She's sitting back here. Let's see. There's my girl cut out. Let's see if we can fit her in here. And what I need to cut off of her that will be invisible behind the wing. I think we'll take this leg off. I hope that's not a mistake. We'll keep it in case we need part of it. I think she'll be tucked in like that, and maybe part of this foot will show down there. What do you think about that? It's definitely surreal. No girl would be riding on an eagle reading a book with a pen in her hand, but that's what surreal is supposed to be. It just wouldn't happen, would it? And I could put more detail in the background, but it will take away from the interest in this center picture. I've noticed a lot of artists, they just do their surreal piece on a plain white background even. They don't even do a colored background because you want the interest to be on the surreal piece that you're doing. Well, let's get her glued onto the eagle. That arm would actually not come on this side of the head, and I'm wondering about the best way of doing that. Is maybe cutting a little bit here so it can go on the other side of the head. You know, I may have to cut her hand off, literally cut her hand off and put it over there. Because we want her sitting about there. With her hand forward. I don't know, I may be ruining her. If I ruin her, I'll have to use another one of my girls. There we go. Let's get her situated like that on the back of the eagle. Like that. And then let's get this foot tucked under there. There we go. Now we need to glue the back of the eagle and the girl. Let's get a pasty page here. And let's see if we can turn her over without losing where we're at. There we go. Now let's find some washi tape to frame it and some words. Use your wings. Let's hold on to that and get our frame around it. I have all of these, but I think maybe these will be the best. The big fat tape on the outside with this little skinny violet on the inside. Let's try that. I don't know. This isn't as good as a lot of other people's surreal, but you know, if we don't try, we'll never learn, right? The washi tape just sets it off, doesn't it? And I was thinking of the purple. Little strip of purple on the inside of that. There, we need to trim the edges of our tape. There, now for a saying. I think take flight will be one of them. Where did it go? Oh, use your wings. And we'll think of a couple more up here. Always take the scenic route. We are fearless, independent, and original. Always take the scenic route and use your wings. And there we are. It's a very simple, surreal collage that is perfect for your art journal or your daily journal to remind yourself. Just because we think it's impossible doesn't mean it is. Be independent, be fearless, be original, but at the same time, go the scenic route. And to accomplish that, use your wings. You don't need the wings of an eagle to ride on. Use your own wings. So, I hope that has been inspiring to you. And this is just a sample of surreal art in collage. So, I hope you're having a wonderful, fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video. So, bye-bye for now.